Okay.
Yeah,
So
there's a
claim
limited
it
time.
and try claiming in it if they must have, because this is the rules which they bring up every time. You didn't claim it, right? Well, because a specification says that you can just, it's including advertising in Canadian newspaper, Canadian television and radio station. So, well, it doesn't talk about Facebook anything, but then try putting it in. I did claim. Oh, I did claim in all the expenses, of course. And if you claim it and if it is accepted, then it's fine. But if sometime, because they haven't
Yeah.
mentioned anything about the what to say,
Yeah,
about the
they
social.
always.
They haven't mentioned about the social media at all out here. Yeah, but then
Yeah,
I think
it should not.
Okay. They always claim it, really. You can claim right away, right? But wait, let's
Yeah, but
wait
it's
for
not
next year.
included.
no, it's not included. That's
Yeah,
what.
there's no social media in here, so yeah.
Yeah, that's why let's wait for next year if we can.
Yeah, maybe they come up with some
Payback
rules,
or
but then
what?
it's always good to, sometime when you have a good amount, it's idea to call up CRA and just ask them, than just going and not
Yeah,
claiming it.
we should claim it, really.
But you know what? Just claiming it without asking at times, and if they do audit and if they find out, of course you can say this is something. But if they come up with this, your refund may reduce to that extent. So it's good to just call up them once,
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think you can claim it. I
think you
it's
can
actually
claim
to the Canadian market, so I don't think so should be a problem. But again, there is no mention about it as Abby mentioned it.
And
yeah,
it's
ours
advertising, right?
we don't include it because
You didn't include?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Did your accountant said they haven't mentioned it?
Not yet, but we don't yet discuss it. But maybe next year we're gonna discuss.
Yeah,
it.
next year what you do is like just give a call to them once, just find it out, because they have not mentioned anything about it. So yeah. But see, Eileen said that cheated claimed. So Eileen, I'm going to let the CRA know and do the audit of your account.
Yeah, it's better to claim it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eileen is going to shout at me. Yeah.
And it's
Eileen,
related to your business.
Eileen
Right?
is like, don't tell CRA, I'll give you Mpan Dakya. What is it? Some food to eat. Yeah. No, I think that's required. It's always good to clarify it rather than just staying under that impression that you can't do it. You know what I mean? Okay, meals and entertainments. Sorry, yeah, go ahead, Eleanor.
Can I ask something? Can I? I didn't file any income tax yet because I have to learn, or right? And then can I join the my two business like sewing and this and the golden event? Can I join?
Yes. You can add up, but you have to submit the separate 2 forms.
No.
And that both of the businesses, because you have to file it together because it's under your name, right?
Yeah, and then only use one car for both of the business.
Yeah, so use that car, how like the kilometers, whatever you use it the car for this business, and kilometers you use that car for that business. You can always give that. You need to have some kind of logbook. We're going to talk about the motor vehicle now. So what happened is that I'm going to go further. I think the next item is a motor vehicle. This is the motor vehicle. Okay, before going to meal, I'll take you to the motor vehicle. Okay, now what happened is you're talking about the car, right? Eleanor, you're talking about the car.
Pardon?
You talk about the car. You're using the car for both the businesses, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you use the motor vehicle, you are for the business, you are allowed to deduct the motor vehicle expenses. Okay. So, deduct the expenses you incur to run a motor vehicle to use to earn the business income. Like you can deduct license and registrations, fuel and oil cost, insurance, interest on money borrowed, and you interest on money borrowed to buy a motor vehicle, maintenance and repairs, and leasing cost. So what happened is that suppose if you are using the motor vehicle, you need to maintain a full logbook as mentioned here, like whatever kilometers you have driven, date, destination, purpose, number of kilometers you drive. So you will get the pro forma of the full logbook online, and you can just fill in that record the odometer reading. So how many kilometers you started with this kilometer, you ended with this kilometer every day. The logbook. In that case, you'll kilometers you have used, total kilometers you have used it for other business. So in that case, you will have the proof that your business. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
in that case, it will be you can claim that amount to that extent, and it has to be sure you can do that. You know. So yes, you can use
Yes,
that.
and sometimes I'm using it for personal use. So
So you don't have to take that personal use into account. Even if you use that, just use it whatever amount. Like sometimes you don't remember and you forget it, so you just have to give an estimate. But you know what CRA says that you need to maintain this logbook because sometimes CRA audit because you are running a business. If they audit it and they ask you something, and if you don't have anything handy, and in that case it will be difficult for you to claim, and they will reduce the claim to that extent. So it's good that if you use for the personal, it's okay. There is no harm. But for the motor vehicle
okay,
expense,
okay.
whatever business the time you're using it, maintain a logbook and maintain the date, destination, and purposes and all, and then calculate it accordingly. And they will understand it because it's reasonable to earn this much money. If you are actually reporting the money and you're using a certain percentage or certain kilometers of vehicle expenses, it's reasonable and they know what kind of business it is. So it's something which you need to have some proof for that. Okay, you don't have to submit